Good afternoon, all, and welcome to Clevenard TV In Diaspora. My name is Esther Chidera, and I'm your host for the day. But before we get into the topic, or even before I can even tell you about our guest for today, I'd like to just tell you a little more about Clevenard. Clevenard TV In Diaspora is an online internet TV service, and we are created to bring people in diaspora and those back home together to celebrate and appreciate their achievements wherever they are, basically. And please just feel free to sign in at www.clevenard.com. So we have an amazing guest in the house. He's a professor and he has a lot of titles, but by the time he starts introducing himself, you know what I'm talking about. So today, the topic for today is the Igbo Heritage Lecture and the Ugumba Excellence Award in Pretoria, South Africa. So good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Clevenard TV in Diaspora. His name is Professor Francis Nwonwu. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to Clevenard TV in Diaspora.
Thank you so much for having me, Esther, and Clevenard TV.
Awesome, sir. So, please just tell us about yourself before we get into the main topic for the day. Just tell us about yourself.
Essentially, my name is Francis Nwonwu, as you have mentioned. Okay. A retired professor of agricultural, natural resource, and environmental economics.
Okay.
And the owner and director of a consulting firm based here in Pretoria named Research and Development Consulting. I am also the chairperson of the Ugumba Award Committee.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So now let's get into the Ugumba committee or the event as a whole. Can you please tell us a little more about the whole event? Tell us about the lecture as well as the award. And what is also the objective of the award and the event?
Okay, let me start with the heritage lectures themselves. Okay. The heritage lectures, the initiative of the bimodal institutional structure that pilots and drives the Igbo interest and agenda here in South Africa. It's a leadership structure that is composed of the Eze Council, which represents the cultural and traditional arm of the leadership, and then the Ohaneze Ndigbo, which represents the political arm or component of the bimodal leadership structure.
Okay.
Now, the heritage lecture is intended to handle a whole lot of objectives. First, it is intended to integrate the Igbos that live here in South Africa into the socioeconomic and cultural system that they find themselves here in South Africa. And in so doing, we have in the lectures always invited people, not only just Igbos, but also non-Igbos of Nigeria and the South Africans also. That's one. Two is that integration we also extend to the South African citizens, in the sense that a lot of Igbo people have intermarried with South Africans, and therefore there is need for them to be integrated into the Igbo Igbo structure and culture, and that is why holding lectures like this will always inform and educate them on the culture and heritage of Igbo people into whose culture they have been married.
Okay, that's okay.
In addition, we have also used that to make sure that the different segments of the Igbo Igbo population composition are fully integrated. And for that reason, we normally have our academics to participate. In fact, the past lectures have always been delivered by the academics. The immediate past lecture, we try to extend beyond the local resources we have. That is the local Igbo academics that live here in South Africa. We extended it, we broadened the scope by using two of our well-known senators, Senator Ike Ekweremadu and the Senator Enyinaya Baribe, including also Dr. T.J. Ehirim, who is a gubernatorial aspirant for Imo State.
Okay, sir. Okay, so basically, the objective, so basically the objective is to promote the Igbo culture for both the Igbos and those that got married to Igbos, so that they understand the culture better.
Absolutely,
awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, sir. So how long has this been going on? How long has it been in existence?
As a matter of fact, the Igbo Heritage Lectures dates back to early 2000, in which we have given lectures on topics like interracial marriage, the contributions of Igbo people in nation building in Nigeria, and so many other cultural and traditional activities that shape and inform the Igbo identity and the Igbo heritage, which are too many to begin to enumerate here. So I'm saying it's been there for close to 10 years. And over the years, several topics have been discussed, but as they inform and they define the Igbo identity.
Awesome. So during this years that it's been in existence, what has it achieved? What can you point out or list that, okay, this initiative has achieved as a result of, the lecture with the lectures and everything?
I will come to the lecture on its own, but on the heritage, I will come to the award on its own, but on the lecture, a whole lot of sensitization has taken place. A whole lot of social and even political integration has taken place. As a matter of fact, it is more like furthering the binational congress between South Africa and Nigeria at the grassroots. So Nigerians at the grassroots know now the kind of a relationship that exists between Nigeria and South Africa, and even some Nigerians many of whom were born here and have not even gone back to Nigeria have been introduced to the Igbo culture through meetings like this,
Okay.
including the Heritage Lecture. Yes. Now,
So basically, it helps with networking. It helps with
a lot of
networking, basically.
networking, a lot of social integration, a lot of partnerships in terms of learning from the people, either between Nigerians, Igbos themselves, and learning between Igbos and the South Africans and even other nationals that do live here.
Mm.
Now, coming to the lecture, the lecture is, sorry, not the lecture, coming to the awards. The award is the initiative of one of our Nigerian philanthropists in the person of Dr. Ben Okoli, who is a neurosurgeon living here in Pretoria. He discovered that the Igbo Heritage Lecture offers an ample opportunity and a good platform for him to promote his philanthropic intents and obsession, if you will. And for that, he now uses this platform to make the award, which is in two parts. The first part is given to, the one award is given to a Nigerian who has a Nigerian or an Igbo or even a foreigner who has promoted Igbo interest in South Africa very significantly.
Okay, sir, hold that thought. Before we get to that, let's just take a quick break. When we come back, you can now just give us all this information. Let's just take a short break.
Okay.
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on Clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today.
Okay, welcome back, guys. Before we went on a break, Professor was just downloading so much information about both the lecture as well as the award. So basically, he was telling us the criteria for the award. So, sir, please just continue with the criteria for the award.
Okay. There are, like I was saying, there are two parts to the awards. Okay. The first part is the first award, or one award, is given to anybody who has significantly contributed to the improvement of the well-being or welfare of Igbo or Igbo people here in South Africa. It could be an Igbo, could be a non-Igbo, could be a South African, or from any nationality as such. But
so they don't.
The beneficiary should be an Igbo. Yes.
So they don't necessarily have to be an Igbo, but they have to make a positive impact in the life of an Igbo person.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting.
And the other part is Dr. Okoli also found out that there are lots of young Igbo people who are going to school here and who face financial challenges. And in this regard, he then floats another award, which is the sum of 20,000 Rand, once-off payment to a student who is registered in a tertiary institution and is doing well academically, except that he or she may have financial challenges. Doing well in the sense that the person should have at least a grade point average GPA of not less than 3.0.
Okay.
And that award, again, last year went to a young lady who actually is performing well in her nursing course. So these are the two parts of the Ugumba Awards, and the goodness about the award is that it is intended to motivate our children, so to speak, in the case of students, never to lose hope, or never to give up hope of furthering their education because of financial challenges, that a helping hand will always come one way or the other. And when he launched this award, there were some Igbo people who also bought into that, showed interest that as the chairman of that award, we will be working in the coming days to try and crop as many resources, financial resources from these eminent Igbo people as possible, so as to bolster that award and ensure that it reaches to as many needy students as possible.
That's awesome. That's really great. I can see you are really trying to both promote academic excellence and also just encouraging the youth not to give up, basically, especially those that are financially not there. For them not to just only think that the word is against them, but for them to know that actually the Igbo community is also there for them. Yes, what is your role in the whole event with regarding the award as well as the lecture?
Yeah, on the lectures, I pride myself as having given the very first lecture, which zeroed in, which was basically discussing the contribution of Igbo or Igbo people in nation building, and highlighting the fact that Igbo people are people who are well-traveled, and they can, and wherever they go, they invest there and build capacity of the locals, as well as the capacity of even Igbo people they can bring from anywhere around. So that was that. And over the years, I've given lectures on Ofonogu, which is more like a destiny stunt on in Igbo culture. Then I've also given lectures on cross-cultural marriages and their implications for not only harmonious coexistence of Nigerians and South Africans, but also, and that in 2008, I think I also conducted a seminar on the binational Congress between Nigeria and South Africa in one of the provinces, KwaZulu-Natal, and Pietermaritzburg to be exact, where we discovered that Nigerians and Igbos are making a lot of contribution in rural development. So I have contributed towards giving the lectures myself, and then I have also been part of the awards like I've mentioned, I am the chairperson of the award committee, in which we rigorously assess the applicants or nominees and making sure that they meet the criteria that have been specified or stipulated in the award process, and ensuring that the award goes to the right person without any iota of injustice or malpractice, so to speak. So I supervise that sort of.
You do a lot of work, I must say. You really are doing your best to improve, or what can I say, to ensure that everyone knows about the Igbo culture and so on. We're going to take a short break now, but after the break, you're going to tell us the importance of Igbo culture, why it's so important, why is it so important for you to promote Igbo culture, and what value does it add to Nigeria as a whole. But let's just take a short break. Once we get back, Professor will just tell us the importance of Igbo culture.
Clevenard In Diaspora Television is an internet online TV service. What sets us apart is a unique combination of hit African content, first and exclusive international free movies, series, musics, news, events, documentaries, tourism, teleshopping shows, youth TV programs, and live interviews. Clevenard Diaspora Television is available throughout sub-Saharan Africa and to the diaspora markets worldwide. Take your entertainment with you wherever you go. Watch on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, smart TV, depending on your device. Watch free movies with Clevenard Movies Television. Stop searching for free movies websites and watch Clevenard Movies Television. Watch your favorite African shows anywhere at any time. Don't forget to check out our top 5 TV channels created to get you informed. TV1, Clevenard In Diaspora Television. TV2, Clevenard Youth Television. TV3, Clevenard Movies Television. TV4, Clevenard Teleshopping Television. TV5, Clevenard Tourism Television. To start watching, sign up at www.clevenard.com and follow the easy steps. Once you're done, log into the Clevenard website or app on your device, click on any one of our 5 TV channels, and hit play. We will be very satisfied and happy to welcome you to our team as one of our new business partners. Contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, guys. So we're just going to ask our prof here to just explain the importance of Igbo culture, why it's so important, and what value does it add in Nigeria as a whole, basically. What value does the Igbo culture add to Nigeria?
Okay, let me start by saying that the integrative nature of Igbo culture is exemplified in this year's lectures, in which we have stretched a handshake across the Niger to bring in our Yoruba, one of our Yoruba brothers, in the person of Professor Babatunde Faboibo, and then across the Benue River to bring in the former Consul General of Nigeria here in South Africa, in the person of Ambassador Godwin Adama, and then of course our renowned political scientist, Professor Pat Utomi. So that regional integration attitude, that excessive drive and desire to build a nation, to unite, is seen in Igbo's passion for moving out, reaching out to people of all faiths, of all regions, and of all cadres. So that is one. Two is that the Igbo culture is so rich in terms of conserving the indigenous and traditional practices of our ancestors. As a matter of fact, I have delved into writing on the indigenous knowledge systems in Igbo culture as they apply to agriculture, as they apply to social practices, economic practices, and so on. So the Igbo culture is so rich and so extensive and encompassing that it touches on virtually every sphere of life. And that is the reason why promoting it and not letting it die down or letting it go into extinction is the primary objective of these heritage lectures. So that even in diaspora, we have to keep alive that our culture, so that it's not only that some of us will remain current with what our culture is, but also that our younger ones, the younger generation, will learn from us what our culture is and be able to carry it on and hand over, so that there will be continuity and sustainability in terms of Igbo culture. So Igbo culture, we don't even, if we begin to enumerate what aspects of Igbo culture in our food, in our dance, even in our language, they are very diverse, but very, very extensive. And this is the reason why we don't want to let it die out.
Okay, well said. Okay, so I know you briefly mentioned the person that came up with the lectures, and I want to know who is the founder of the Ugumba Excellence Award. I know you said something about them. What inspired the person basically was to see Igbo people succeed academically. If I understood, but who is the founder of that award?
Yeah, I did mention that it's initiated and funded by one of our illustrious sons here, who is a neurosurgeon by name Dr. Ben Okoli.
So he founded both that and the lectures as well.
No. I said the lectures have been the brainchild of the bimodal institutional structure which I mentioned. That is the Eze in Council and the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. Essentially, it was I would say is the brainchild of the former traditional leader of Ndi Igbo here, in the person of Eze Akwenwebe, who used to be the traditional leader or head here in Pretoria. He was the one that was so passionate about not only conserving the Igbo culture through these lectures, but also cropping and harnessing our intellectual resources from every corner of the country to come and give these lectures as a way of integrating them into the entire political body fabric of social fabric of Igbo in the country. So he I would say, but working in tandem, in conjunction with the Ohaneze institution, founded the Igbo Heritage Lectures. But the award is purely an individual initiative of Dr. Ben Okoli.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for the clarification. So what exactly can we expect? What else can we expect from the event? I know you've spoken, you've told us so much, but what else can we expect from the event?
Now, given the heterogeneous, or if you like, the extensive diversity in participation in this year's lectures, you would expect the best possible. Professor Pat Utomi is a very well-known Nigerian political economist and a politician too, and a famous academician. So he is bringing all these many attributes into the lecture, which again, the theme, which again has a lot to do with the Nigerian state, because the lectures always address topical issues in Nigeria. And we cannot wait to hear what his perspective of the Igbo insertion into the Nigerian political system will do, or has done, or is likely to do when he delivers his lecture on the 15th of the month. And of course, the handshake across the Niger and Benue is another diversification of the resource cropping, or the resource harnessing that the lecture brings into focus. So we would want to hear from our Western brother his perspective, the Western perspective of the Igbo identity, so to speak, in the scheme of things here in South Africa, just as the former Consul General will also bring his own views into play to come from a diplomatic angle. He will tell what diplomatic challenges or what diplomatic requirements are expected from the Igbo community or Nigerian community, as the case may be. So these diversities will definitely tailor or dovetail into the expectations of Nigerians and even South Africans and non-South Africans and non-Nigerians who will be tuning in or who will be attending the event.
Okay, that's great. I believe the event there will be a lot of informations, as you said, academically, economic, as well as the political side of things.
Absolutely.
So I'm guessing a lot of people would be happy to join, because obviously a lot of people need information. Information is very important. Thank you so much, sir, for the privilege you've given us at Clevenard TV in Diaspora. For allowing us to interview you. We truly appreciate. And I believe that this is a great initiative because it promotes so much. I believe a lot of people out there will be happy that at least they have someone that understands that not everyone can really afford the academic side of things and so on. But there's a community here in South Africa, Pretoria, that is able to support them through that. Thank you so much, sir. And here you have it. Our viewers, wherever you're watching from, you've heard from our professor here. So it would be nice for you to join the event, those around South Africa, those in South Africa, especially in Pretoria. Feel free to join them. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Awesome, sir.